Roses go from concrete down here on my blacktop, trying to live my life right, sleeping through these gunshots, walking through the valley, hearing 40 chambers caught clouds of the unknown, pouring black raindrops. Roses go from concrete down here on my blacktop, trying to live my life right, sleeping through these gunshots, walking through that valley, hearing 40 chambers caught clouds of the unknown, pouring black raindrops. 100 ways to get rich. Where is all my niggas at? Cash is AB Young Rich. So fancy, main scheme. Don't blow away his membrane. Where my skep young niggas at? Money or obeying. Niggas on me and skipping town to every hood and every city though. Made one phone call to my peoples who hold that 454. Jury got my neck froze like Nintendo 64. I gave his ass to 5 o'clock, but they gunned him down at 454. Nigga about to lay it down. Hold your head, Black Castro. Down the way the other way. Finley Park back Jack Stowe. Blackout. 60 niggas, 120 bangs with black coats. Beat his ass till he paralyzed, but he told his mama he had a stroke. They back my neck for a violation. Free my nigga, feel guilt. This is life going up and down. One big circle, Ferris wheel. I need them bills to get out the way. Rolling locks and have some fun. I love my nigga, yeah, one touchdown. He just into it up, trapping down. Roses go from concrete down here on my blacktop, trying to live my life right, sleeping through these gunshots, walking through the valley, hearing 40 chambers caught clouds of the unknown, pouring black raindrops. Roses go from concrete down here on my blacktop, trying to live my life right, sleeping through these gunshots, walking through that valley, hearing 40 chambers caught clouds of the unknown, pouring black raindrops.
All my niggas about the grind, whipping up, toting the iron. Chuck came home, we back to firing. Hit these slicks and duck the sirens. Niggas skip, we killing silence. In a batch, leave them frying. Sorry that I'm money-minded, the path to shining. Feeding off these slicks a must. Built tough like a Tonka truck. Ask my nigga minus boo. We negative, bro, yeah, who is you? I'm coming down like raindrops. Make it rain at your white spot. Phone call was her hot spot. With information on a man's spot. Killer King got his real niggas. Chopper Don, Fonzilla. Stanley Ip gets laid back, so why you all in our business? Finish niggas like MK, they been dead over my way. The street life that we live in, got beef, you better kill me, nigga.
Roses go from concrete down here on my blacktop, trying to live my life right, sleeping through these gunshots, walking through the valley, hearing 40 chambers caught clouds of the unknown, pouring black raindrops. Roses go from concrete down here on my blacktop, trying to live my life right, sleeping through these gunshots, walking through that valley, hearing 40 chambers caught clouds of the unknown.
Man, fucking classic. That's a down the way classic, even if y'all don't know it yet. That's Killer King the Dream and Stanley Ip, because I forgot the third nigga name. Please forgive me, my young nigga. I always love that song, man. Roses grow from concrete, out here on my blacktop, trying to live my life right, sleeping through these gunshots, walking through Death Valley, hearing 40 chambers cock, clouds of these unknown born black raindrops. Man, that's some down the way shit. That's some down the way shit. But I always love that song, man, because I know them niggas, that's poetry, nigga. Well, anyway, welcome to the Head of Letters Podcast, episode 2, man. Episode 2. Why I got this so loud? Okay. Is that better? I'm talking to me. All right, there we go. Episode 2 of this great thing that we are calling the Head of Letters Podcast. I'd like to welcome y'all. Like I said, with that great introduction with Killer King the Dream, Stanley Ipkiss, Black Raindrops. That song put me in the mindset to where I need to be for this episode, because on this episode, I'm going to be talking about a great establishment, an unsung hero in Cincinnati, and that is On Impact Entertainment. I'm going to be giving my story of my time at On Impact Entertainment, and not necessarily the whole story, because my story it wasn't that long. I was at Impact for like 2.5 years. That's at the most, because I got kicked out. But in those 2.5 years, lifelong friendships, family members were gained. But in this grand pantheon of Cincinnati legacy labels, what I like to call them, legacy labels, because we got All Net, Fat Eye, we got Mo Money Players, however you want to call it, A1 Entertainment, it's Kenny P, Busy Records, I remember them, that's Notorious Hot Boys and them. I Wanna Battle, Mood, Judy Jones, Entertainment. There's other ones, but legacy labels, what I like to call them. So in the pantheon of legacy labels, we got one that's often overlooked because not only is the catalog not preserved, unfortunately, a lot of people don't seem to try to hold up this legacy that we created. But that's On Impact Entertainment. I'm telling you, this is an overlooked, underrated record label responsible for so many what people call today norms in the local music industry. And that goes from, well, we're gonna get into that, but yeah, I would put Impact Entertainment, On Impact Entertainment. We called it IE. We used to walk around with the IE medallions on. But On Impact Entertainment, I would put that at the top of all Cincinnati legacy labels, just for the simple fact that, and not just because I was a member of this family, but because of the influence of the trend setting. And no other label has pushed the city forward musically like Impact has. So we're going to talk about that. The things that Impact Entertainment has brought to the table in the city of Cincinnati. Before Impact Entertainment, these things, if they did exist, it was at a minuscule, silent level. But I'm gonna give Tay his flowers for this one. Street Team. I ain't seen a street team before Impact. Did I know what a street team was before Impact? No. Tay made me a member of the street team. I was a part of the street team. We had to get out there on the grind. But we'll get into that. The level of promotion. Tay promoted at all levels. And promote. That's what he used to say all the time. And also responsible for the first, this is not a debate, this is a fact, the first mixtape series in the city. Not the first mixtape, the first mixtape series. Manslaughter is the first mixtape series in the city of Cincinnati. If you know any other, please feel free to chime in the comments and let me know if you want to challenge that. But Manslaughter started, from what I know, because I wasn't there for the first Manslaughter, but Manslaughter 1 started in 2001. And On Impact Entertainment as a label started in 1998. And this is according to the CEO, the owner, and the founder, and the leader of On Impact Entertainment, and that's Mr. Impact, Dante Payne himself. Dante Payne, man. How can I explain what this man has meant to everybody that he's whether niggas want to admit it or not, because a lot of niggas are prideful. I used to be. Never when it came to Tato, but Dante Payne is probably the smartest marketing mind in the city. Black marketing mind in the city. And not to limit him to blackness, but I feel like that would be something that he would be proud of, because Tay, man, listen, man, if it wasn't for Tay, because I don't know, I know he used to, I want to say he worked at U.S. Bank. I know he worked in that building, and he used to have us come down there with Pac. We used to be at 410 Dayton Street. Pac used to come in. It'd be a package from the FedEx man or the UPS man or the postal service used to just drop off a pack. It'd be an envelope, thick ass envelope, and Tay would be like, he'd call like, "Yo, I got a package coming to the studio. Bring that shit down here immediately." And we would do that. So I don't know what Tay did, but whatever he did, I think it helped him out with the promotional thing and the marketing, because he passed that on to us. So Tay is responsible for what ended up being Monk the promo god. Now, before he was Monk the promo god, he was just Baby Monk, and before that, he was the guy on the couch, which was we was responsible, the Bodie Click and shit, for the guy on the couch or Baby Monk. But Monk the promo god, that whole mindset and that's Tay 2.0. But Tay ran Impact like a real organization, a record label, a family, a team. Like everybody got their part. Everybody had their role. He wanted everybody to play their role, because I understand it now. Tay coming from football, he used to want us to stay in our positions, so that I feel like he felt like we was good at those positions. Now, some positions he put people in. Me, for example, he made me an engineer, which was a mistake. I never engineered in my life. I mean, when I got to Impact, we was coming from recording on remember the Talk Boys from Home Alone and shit? Niggas were playing beats on a motherfucking boombox, nigga, and recording the songs, holding the motherfucking handheld recorder in our hands, making albums. And when we got to Impact, it was a full fucking mixing board, and it was like walking in there was like a real studio thing. But he made me an engineer. I'm no engineer, but I took that job because that was my way of getting into the studio. Well, because of Tay, he made us a family. You know, he led with tough love, and the team aspect was real. The tough love was kind of, at times, I would say, what's the way I want to put this without being wrong? At times, the tough love was overplayed. Like, he would know that it's not really needed right now, but he would do it anyway because that's who he is. But I understand. We had monthly meetings. You had to be there. If you wasn't there, it was an issue. You know what I mean? There was you had to let it be known you weren't going to be at the meeting. We had to pay dues. It cost to be a member of On Impact Entertainment. It wasn't just free to come down there and record. No, we had to pay monthly dues. Tay kept us having shows. Store consignment. That's something that I knew nothing about before Tay. I don't think that. I mean, I know for a fact that there was other artists in the city that was doing it. I used to get CDs from other artists out of Record Arcade in College Hill. Rest in peace, Record Arcade. But yes, Tay had us driving around the Midwest, nigga, not the city. Nigga. He had us driving around the motherfucking region, going to stores. And this was before GPS and cell phones and all that shit. He said, here's a list of stores, here's a list of cities, here's some gas money, here's a box of CDs. Get to it. It was so much fun. We used to be at every club, every night. This is Tay's mindset of promotion. Every club. On every club night. We'd be tired as hell. And he'd make us go to every car. Flyers on every car. Rain, whatever. Yeah, man. Tay was a great CEO. He didn't see the talent in a few people that he overlooked. Maybe because, like I said, Tay was trying to put people in position that I'm thinking that he thought was good for them. I don't know. But Dante Mr. Impact Pain, man. To this day when I see this man. Because, okay. So many stories I can tell, man. I got a million shits running through my mind at the time. But, you know, I only going to be doing this for so long. So I could be talking for hours and hours and hours about everything if I keep remembering shit as shit goes on. Because one day I plan on sitting down with everybody. I really want to interview everybody and do a documentary type situation because the story in its entirety must be told. It should be told because we had something special. But my tenure at Impact didn't last because I was running up Tay's phone bill, talking to bitches out of town and shit. This was on phone bill time, so yeah, that nigga kicked me out. And to this day, when he see me, he be like, "Where my motherfucking money at, nigga?" To this day, ain't been a time where I seen Tay, and the first thing he don't say to me is, "Where my motherfucking money at?" And he laugh about it, cause yeah, man, that was over 20 years ago. But if I had it back then, I'd have gave it to you, Tay. I got it now. He ain't getting it. But yeah, I remember when he did kick me out, cause I had went up to Columbus to see my mama, cause I was living in the studio. That's why my 2-year tenure there was so felt. I was there every fucking day. I lived there. I literally lived there. At first, I was trying to hide it. Because my mama had moved to Columbus and I didn't want to go to Columbus because I was a part of Impact Entertainment, baby. I thought we was going to make it. Nigga, when we got to Impact, I thought we was out of there. Nigga, I just knew it. I knew we was out of there. Excuse me. So my mama had moved to Columbus and I stayed. I wanted to be a part of this magic that we was about to make, so I had nowhere to live. And I was trying to hide it at first, living in the studio, because I was going from place to place at first, but I was trying to hide living in the studio. Tay eventually found out, and he was cool with it. He let it happen. But when he kicked me out, because I went up to Columbus to see my mama, I guess that phone bill came. I remember when he called me. He called me. Or did I call the studio? It was one or the other. Either I called the studio or he called my mama house. He was like, "Where you at, in Columbus?" I was like, "Yeah." He was like, "Might as well stay there, my nigga." Oh, shit. I was salty as fuck, nigga. But I mean, what was I gonna do? And then I came back in town because I ended up staying in Columbus because I really ain't had nowhere else to go. But I came down to visit one time, and I went down to the studio. He told me don't show up like that here, nigga. I swear, all this shit. So I come back down there to see my niggas and shit. And my nigga rushed me, nigga. Like he rushed me, like motherfucker, you know, like he was running towards me, nigga. Like, and he body slammed me, man. He ain't body slammed me on some old. Like it really was on some I'ma pick you up hard and set you down so shit. And he punched me a couple times. This is basically, you know what I'm saying, I don't want to fuck you up, but get the fuck up out of here. I'm a man of my word type shit. Mr. Impact, Dante Payne, man, the greatest CEO that never got his flowers. A lot of people don't bring up Tay as a music exec anymore, but he was great. He was great at it, and now he got on Impact recruiting. I was texting Tay earlier this morning because I needed some information, and he gave me some, but not much. And he still got the same number from back then too, which is crazy. But yeah, he said in 2019 is when he transitioned from On Impact Entertainment into On Impact Recruiting during COVID. I think that was the best move for him because I feel like that's Tay's true passion. I feel like Tay is a businessman, and he saw the opportunity to make money through the music industry, and he did for a little bit. But I feel like the recruiting is where his heart truly is, and he's great at that now. He even got a lot of young men on and women into prestigious colleges. I don't know if he got anybody into the league or any of his recruits have made it into the league yet, but I would not be surprised. But I'm a shout out Tay's recruiting company, On Impact Recruiting, from now on my podcast as an agreement. Because that's my nigga. And I'm going to put a link to it in the description of this on YouTube when it drops, to Tay's recruiting services. But back to this great label, Impact. The artists, the great artists, some of the best artists that ever existed. Niggas I can call my brothers now. Even though I don't see niggas, I mean, outside of social media. And the one time we had a Impact family reunion about 4 or 5 years ago. That was a great time. But the artists, we can start with the flagship artist, and everybody should know who that is. This World, man, Damon Adams. Young World the CEO. He was Young World when I met him. Or when I first heard him, especially, he was Young World. Now, this is my perspective. This is the head of lettuce. So I'm going to tell you how we felt about World back in the day when we first heard about him. Now, Ron was the first nigga, RON, in the clique, the Bodie clique, my clique, that made it to Impact. He was a producer at Impact. And then he came and snatched us up one by one come down to Impact. I was first. But we had a house on what was that? West 8th and Pedretti. West 8th and Pedretti in Price Hill. I don't even know if them houses exist over there no more. But we all lived in the house. This is the Bodie house. This is where the Bodie house came from. But in the Bodie house, Ron used to come back up with all the Impact CDs and shit. This is before we was even on Impact, but we was still rapping. And he used to be like, World. He was working with World before Impact. But World. And we was like, man, fuck World, nigga. When I first heard World rap, I was like, I'm better than this nigga. I always wanted to rap better than World. And the crazy part, because I love World, but man, that's my nigga. World is OG, triple OG, quadruple OG. But this is the origins of us in Young World. He was nigga. This is back in the time where everybody wanted to be the best rapper, or at least you were supposed to think like that. So, and I definitely did. I was in competition with everybody, whether they knew it or not. Within the clique, outside the clique, if you was a rapping nigga, I wanted to rap better than you. Wasn't always successful, and World is the perfect example. I love World. World got me on every song that he was ever on with me. And nigga, look, hold on. We'll get to that later. But yeah, when Ron used to bring the Impact CDs up, man, we used to be mad, like, man, wait till we get there, nigga. We gonna show this nigga who really got bars, nigga. But World always had bars. That's why, and it made me see when we got there, because I watched World do incredible things, man, on that microphone, man. Pause. I watched that man carry the label, man. With rap, with the music he made. World came up with the Outfitters thing to keep the mixtapes going. On some Jacket for Beats shit. Damn. I remember Impact. I remember Word was the first nigga that spoke to me on my first meeting that I came to when I was introduced. I remember Tay introducing me and everybody was like, whatever, motherfucker. And after the conclusion of the meeting and everybody was powwowing at the end, World came over to me and said, yo, I'm Young World, man. Nice to meet you, man. We gonna be doing big things here at Impact, blah, 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 you know what I mean? So World made me feel at home before anybody, so I kind of felt bad that I wanted to destroy him still. And I was like, nigga, you just don't know. Like, I was shaking this nigga hand, like, you just don't know, nigga. I'm about to destroy you once these microphones come on, nigga. And I ain't been on too many songs with World, especially at Impact. It came to a point where we didn't even want we was doing Do It Up the album, and we ain't want World on the album because we wanted to stand alone. Or we wanted to prove that we could do an album without having World on it. Like, you know what I mean? But Tay was like, nah, fuck that. Nigga, World gonna be on it. So we did I Love Being Me. And World killed that shit. Great song. Great album. Yeah, man. I had to write World's entire album out. Had to type it out for ASCAP. Tay made me do that shit too. Because that's back when you had to submit and everything. And what night today, man? So yeah, I had to type out World's bars. It was one of the hardest things ever because them niggas' handwriting was horrible. I'm like, what? Nigga, I had to just listen to the songs. Like, what the fuck this nigga say right here? Yeah, man, Word was unmatched with the bars. That's why whenever he posts on or Facebook and that talking about he about to get back into music, it makes me mad. Because I know what he's capable of, man. And I want to hear some more. But I don't think it's ever going to happen. So salute to World, man. Let me tell this quick story about the last time I did a song with World. It was on my album, Let Us Pray. It's a song called My Brothers. Am I My Brother's Keeper? It's me, World, Dre Money on the hook, Dunny on there, Dundee. Magnif on the beat. Yeah, man, my nigga came in, man. I still listen to that verse to this day because I thought I had him finally, nigga. I remember being in the studio. World came into the studio, we smoking and chilling and shit. You know what I'm saying? Kicking it like the good old days. And I remember I was so proud to spit my verse, nigga, 'cause I was like, nigga, I finally got you, nigga. You don't rap like that no more, nigga. I got you this time, nigga. I finally got you. I spit my verse. I came out that motherfucking booth proud, nigga. Then World went in. It's one of his best verses ever. To me. So, eternally, World is the better rapper than me. And I love that nigga, man. He taught me a lot. Used to walk around with the tech in the motherfucking bag. Statute of limitations is up, my nigga. It's been over 20 years. My nigga had that tech, man. He took that tech everywhere, man. And then we was in Louisville. We did the 3-6 show. At me, him, and Trump. We was at Waffle House. This was from what I remember. I was fucked up. We was drunk and high. From best I can remember, we went out back in the back of Waffle House and was letting that tech off. Pop, pop, pop. To that motherfucking jam. Great times with World, man. I love that nigga, man. Salute to World, man. I'm spending a lot of time talking about World and Tay. But my nigga Trump, man. Trump DeVille, man. Robert Dennis. Big Crip. Fuego, my nigga. My nigga Louisville nigga to the motherfucking bone, nigga. He would not let you believe he was a Cincinnati nigga. He is a Louisville nigga. He's just living here, nigga, at the time. So, but one thing I can say about Trump is Trump showed me what being a family man was before I even understood that but Trump lived 410 Dayton Street, Apartment 1. Studio was 410 Dayton Street, Apartment 3. Trump stayed down there with his wife and kids. Trump went to work every day. Trump probably is the most prideful man I've ever met in my life. That nigga got more pride and he will die. That nigga will die. And if he won't die, he will make you believe that he gonna die. About his respect and his pride, nigga. So, but Trump, also a great rapper. He kept that southern, I don't know. It wasn't really a South type of rap at the time, but for the time it was. But he had spent so much time in the city. I gotta say he was. And Trump had bars, man, and I love Trump because Trump was the first nigga to ever ask me to make a beat for him. And the beat was to the title song to his album, Super Ill. The beat for the song Super Ill, which probably is, I would say, a top 5 beat that I've ever made to me personally. I love that beat. I did a lot of beats for Trump. Trump was the first nigga to actively get a liking to my production within Impact. And Trump, like I said, he was a real good family man. He was a husband and a father, and he put that first every time. Trump was boisterous as fuck. He didn't take no shit. Then he went back down. I remember one time him and World got into it, man. I don't know if I want to tell this story, man, because I mean it never got physical. It's just the way Trump was talking to that nigga. World had to grab. He was like, man, World had to grab the tag one time, bro. I'm like, yeah, Trump is a very boisterous, prideful man, and he was a great rapper, and he loved my beats. Trump DeVille, man. Can't say enough positive things about him. Trump's still busting out Fuego Friday to this fucking day. Can Trump out-rap me? Yeah, he can out-rap me. He definitely out-rap me. Yeah, Trump got me. I can't even pretend. Trump got me. And salute to Trump DeVille, man. Salute to Lil Bob. I forgot your daughter's name, man. I'm sure Trump's a granddaddy by now. I'm sure everybody that had kids back then, because I don't know, it was 20 something years ago, so everybody should be grown by now. One to my nigga Bless, man. Chancello, Bless Lansky. I consider Bless to be like, Bless felt like an uncle to me, man. I love Bless Beats. Bless was the first producer that I seen kill the Black Keys. I remember Bless's style of producing made me wonder why all the street niggas would gravitate to his production, because the Handler, Tight White, all them niggas used to be like, yo, I need a Bless beat. Nigga, fuck you. What's that one song? Holla, what's happening? Oh yeah, Wyo. Wyo. But anyway, Bless, man, one of my favorite producers, man, because I just love the way his beats was so different. And I had the pleasure of getting one of Bless beats on my first album, Mean Green, man. It's the last Bless beat I ever had, man. She Like My Style, one of my favorite songs, man. A controversial song, too. We'll title that story one day. That song caused a lot of problems. But Bless Lansky, man, also father at the time. USMCs, nigga. Him, Remo, and Punkin. Bless, what was the name of Bless's, what was the name of Bless's shit? Forgot the name of Bless's album, man. Pardon me. I've been smoking this whole time. Excuse me. I forgot the name of Bless. The Mashup. That's what it was. Or something like that. The Mash something. But Bless was a great dude, man. I got a lot of stories about Bless too. No, not the Jack Frost story. But Bless helped me out a lot before or during and after Impact. Got to say that. Bless was one of the few people that we stayed in touch with regularly after Impact. I've only recently started to lose contact with Bless. I ain't talked to Bless in, I would say, a good 2-3 years. So if you hear this, Bless, man, what's up, my nigga? I hope everything is well, man. I love you. Lady Bliss, First Lady of Impact. Danielle Boyd, or Danielle, I was about to say her married name. But she was Danielle Hood back in the day. Yeah, man. We looked at Bliss as a sister. Then the Bodie clique we did a list. A lot of people didn't. She had to deal with a lot. Being, I ain't gonna say she was the only female there, but she was the lady of Impact. Everybody would have protected Bliss if it came down to it. We can't nobody fuck with her, you know what I'm saying? We wouldn't let no outside entities fuck with her or nothing like that. Bliss was the first motherfucker to rap on one of my beats too. Trump was the first motherfucker to ask for a beat. Bliss rapped on one of my beats. I don't know if she knew it was my beat. She just rapped on it. It ended up being we on some high shit. We on some high shit. When you fall up in the club and you're middle of the buzzy. We on some high shit. Yeah, man. Bliss was and still is, man. Bliss got some of the best hooks. She could sing. She was like Nicki Minaj without selling sex, because back then selling sex was a thing. Like, you know, it was Lil Kim's out there, but it was more Gangsta Boo's and Mia X's out there than what's out there now as far as female rappers. So Bliss had bars and Bliss could sing, so she was like singing and rapping before females was singing and rapping, like, yeah, man. So she was one of a kind, in fact, and she definitely provided that feminine energy that was needed in otherwise what was a group of, you know what I mean, no colors, just a bunch of ignorant motherfuckers, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, man, she created that balance when you were like, all right, chill out. It's a woman present type shit. You know what I mean? In certain situations, you know what I mean? Sometimes she was just one of the boys, like, you know what I mean? But yeah, man, Lady Bliss. I don't think Bliss dropped an album during the Impact days. I remember she ended up moving to Atlanta, and she ended up putting out some of the best music of her life. And then she got with Femi Cartel. That almost made me forget about Katana. Katana. I ain't gonna spend long on Katana because I wasn't really thinking about Katana, but then I just thought of Femi Cartel. And Katana was I want to say a pseudo member of Impact. She was there and not and there sometimes, and she was on some songs and stuff. So shout out to Katana, man. I used to have the biggest crush on Katana. I can't even lie. Well, I knew, I was like, man, this woman's out of my league, man. But yeah, man, still fans to this day. Shout out to Tana. My nigga Pain, man. Mr. Nelson Mays, man. Also, Nelson was a part of our generation. He younger than me. But yeah, Pain was also a father at that time. Pain was a busy nigga. A busy father. My nigga used to be having to go back and forth to Cleveland all the time. I remember one time I was in Was I in Cleveland or was I in Columbus? But nigga, I was at the Greyhound station, nigga, and I was seeing that nigga there. I like the fuck. He was like, nigga, you ain't going to see my son, nigga. I was saying, yeah, but Pain reminded me of Fiend back in the day. If Fiend if Fiend was rap like Snoop, if that makes sense. Not on some S and double up, but Fiend, if he wasn't Mr. Womp Womp, if he wasn't excited, his voice was real deep and Fiend like to me. Zone 15 nigga. Used to always get into it with the down the way niggas about the zone and shit. Nigga, it's real niggas in the zone, nigga. Nigga, it's guns up there, nigga. What police station, nigga? Shit like that. I learned a lot about Lincoln Heights and the zone. What's the fuck else is it? Lincoln Heights and Laughlin, yeah. Lincoln Heights in the Laughlin area because of Nelson Mays, Young Pain, man. Also, an extremely talented rapper. Also, somebody I wish would rap once more. You know, I know a lot of these people ain't never gonna touch a mic ever again. So, flowers to niggas and their music careers. Shout out to Pain, man. I ain't really got much stories about Pain. I know it was a story about Pain choking on stage once his verse came up. I've seen the video. I wasn't around at that time, so I can't really tell the story about how funny it was. Like everybody else, like, man, the damn niggas had to start rapping Pain verse for him and shit. I seen the video, so but shout out to Pain, man. Pain is also a father of 30 kids. Most of them grown now, man. So shout out to you, man. And rest in peace to your father, man. Which brings me to my nigga Meal, man. Rest in peace, my nigga Meal, man. Brandon Miller. Rest in peace, my nigga Meal, man. I probably got more stories about Meal personally than any other nigga. I won't say that. I spent a lot of time with a lot of niggas from Impact. Outside of Impact, but the thing about Meal was our generation, because Meal is the same age as me. He was born in the same year as me, 1981. Meal was our generation's product of his environment. Meal was a down the way nigga, and he was definitely a hustling ass nigga. Meal famously said, Ron tell me this all the time. He stormed out of a meeting one day. Nigga, I don't rap, nigga, I sell crack. I remember Meal was the first nigga I ever seen in my life, nigga. I done seen niggas with money before, nigga. I remember we had a photo shoot. First photo shoot of Impact I was ever involved in. The photos that Tay put up not too long ago on Facebook with Ron and everybody at the Impact truck and shit. But it was that day. It was Meal, Batters, and Flame. MLB, that was the name of their group. Yeah, it was hot. I think Flame passed too. So rest in peace to Flame. If I'm wrong, sorry, my nigga. That's what I heard though. But if I'm right, rest in peace. And shout out to Batters. I think Batters the only living member. But damn, I almost forgot where the fuck I was going with that. But Mill was they was at the photo shoot, and it was their turn to take the pictures. I forgot that bald white head, or the white bald head dude that was taking. They used to take the pictures. The graphic designer dude. Forgot his name, man. He's a good dude. Used to fuck with Sneed. But Mill pulled out more money than I ever seen in my motherfucking life. They got a one pocket, nigga, and he had more in the other pocket. And it was all, I mean, it was the biggest dope boy not I ever seen in my life. Like, the first time I seen a nigga pull out a stack of money for a picture, nigga, I was flabbergasted, nigga. I was like, this nigga really got money. Cause I was a broke ass nigga at that time, nigga. And I mean, I was broke as fuck. But one time, and this is probably the story that people remember the most. This is the one I remember the most. I ain't gonna say I remember well, it is the one I remember the most, cause one time we was in the studio. Now, Mill was the first nigga I ever knew to smoke haze. It was back when Cameron was coming around and shit, and nigga, they were selling haze for like 20, 30 a gram or some shit, nigga. Some astronomical price. But Mill and them had it. So he was the first nigga I ever knew smoking haze, right? Everybody was smoking reg. No exceptions. We all was. One day, I guess he had his pack, because it was like an AFI underneath the couch in the studio in the little living room area. I lived there, like I said, so I was tasked with cleaning it up, keeping it clean. That was part of me living there. Taylor, like, man, I make sure I got to keep that motherfucker clean, which was hard to do. And niggas there all the time, they ain't getting no fucks because they ain't live there. But I had to clean it up. I think it was vacuuming. But I went underneath the couch and I found that weed. Now, I held it up in the middle of the room. I think Mill had went outside for something and just put the weed there until the game came back. I think he was going to bust a jug, hit a lick real quick, right? But I found the weed. I held it up. I'm like, yo, who weed is this? Who weed is this? Everybody, not mine, not mine, not mine. Everybody, not mine. I walked back into the studio. I went to Remo and then I was like, yo, who weed is this? Who weed is this? You know what I'm saying? Everybody said it wasn't theirs. I went back into the living room area. I held it up again, spun around. I remember this shit vividly, nigga. I spun around. I was like, nigga, who weed is this? It's about to be mine. And everybody said it ain't mine. I was like, nigga, bet it's mine then. I knew it was somebody's, so I put it in my pocket. I had no intention of smoking it because I knew somebody was going to eventually be like, where the fuck my weed at, right? Because I knew it wasn't mine. I forgot all about it because I don't know what Mill was doing. But I had forgot all about that shit. Weed was still in my pocket, dog. I'm in the studio part of the studio, in the recording area. And all I hear out of nowhere is, I'ma kill some motherfucking body. Who the fuck got my shit? So me, I already know. I'm like, motherfucker talking about their weed. So I grab it out my pocket and I start walking down the hallway with it in my hand. Mill's walking up to me and he see me with the weed and he snatched it out of my hand. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, bro, I ain't know it was really like, motherfucker, you know I kill you, nigga. You know I kill niggas for less shit, niggas, and all that shit. You know what I'm saying? He's talking, he just going the fuck off. And I think, I feel this nigga poking me in my stomach, in my chest, right? So I'm thinking this nigga's poking me with his fingers. And I look down, nigga, and this nigga got his motherfucking burner, nigga, 9mm in my motherfucking chest, nigga, poking that shit in my nigga. I literally, I was holding shit back, nigga. I swear on my life, nigga, that was the first and only time I ever had to nigga, I was about to shit on myself, nigga. I was so motherfucking scared, nigga. I was like, nigga, what, nigga? I was like, nigga, I told her, nigga, you think I steal from you, nigga? Bro, nigga, I was terrified, nigga, because I knew that nigga wasn't playing, nigga. The look in this nigga eyes, nigga, I swear I ain't never seen so much ferocity in a nigga's eyes. He was like, nigga, I'll kill you, nigga. And then all I remember is Don Juan, world's uncle, Don Juan. Salute to Don Juan, man, OG. OG, I hope everything is well with you, OG. I remember Don Juan grabbing Meal and pulling it back like, man, he ain't even know none of that, bro. He ain't even know none of that. You know what I mean? And I forgot who took me outside. But niggas went outside, nigga, and I think I had tears in my eyes, nigga. I was still, my stomach, nigga, my pancreas, nigga, all that shit was still motherfucking throbbing, nigga. Like, nigga, it was so motherfucking, that was the most scared I ever was in my life, nigga. I'll be honest, nigga. And niggas was like trying to, you know, make me feel better outside and shit. Like, man, no, man, you know he wasn't gonna do nothing, man. He ain't mean that, all that shit, you know what I'm saying? I mean, ultimately, I wasn't tripping because, I mean, was I in the wrong? Kinda. You know what I'm saying? I should have just put it on the table or something. But, you know what I'm saying? At the same time, I kept it safe in my mind. But I was never going to, you know what I'm saying? Because I always knew somebody was going to. It was never my intent because I would have started rolling that shit up. I never knew. I ain't even know it was haze. Come to find out it was like an eighth of haze and shit. And back then, that was a whole lot of money. That was about $100-something, right? You know what I mean? So, I remember once Tay got word of that shit, he ended up talking to Mia, and he was yelling at him, man, like berating that nigga. Like, I looked outside the window because they was outside on Dayton Street, downtown, behind Popeyes and shit. I looked outside the window of the studio and I seen him yelling at Meal, and I remember him saying, like, man, them niggas ain't like that, man. They ain't from down here, nigga. Man, you think them niggas do some shit like that, nigga? Them niggas ain't. Like, he was really mad at Meal. And at the end of the night, when everybody left the studio. There was nobody there but me. Mind you, I lived there. I remember Meal came back. I thought he was about to go crazy on me when he was like, he came back and he apologized to me, man. He was like, man, I'm sorry, man. I shouldn't have did that, man. I was wrong, man. You know what I mean? I know you ain't you wouldn't have did that, man. He said, I know you ain't no thief like that, man. I know you wouldn't have stole from me, man. And he ended up smoking that whole bag with me, man. That whole fuck. He sat there and did some songs and shit. Like, I recorded him for a few songs, but we smoked that whole fucking bag. Haze. First time I smoked haze in my life. I was fried. And then later on, because Mill, being the terrifying guy that he was to us, one day he came to the studio. It was just me, Monk, and Johnny up in there. And he had brought his girl, who ended up being his future baby mama, to the studio. And he was like, yeah, these my friends. Nigga, you should have seen the look on our face. We was like, friends? Just to hear him talk like that. Like, he talked different around her and shit. Like, he didn't talk like he was trying to clean himself up. Unfortunately, man, my nigga was taken from us a couple years ago, man. Like some sucker ass nigga, man. So, rest in peace to my nigga Mill, man. Mill always showed us love, man, at the Impact, man. Every time I seen him, man. I mean, every time I seen him, man. When we was selling K's, he would always drop us off a pack. If he seen us selling K's and he didn't have a pack, he'd be like, stay here, I'll be back. And he would go and he would come back and he would drop us off a whole pack. And I mean a box of CDs. And he wouldn't want nothing from it. And he was like, man, let's get my shit out there, man. That was when he was Yellow Ice Shawty, but I don't know him as Yellow Ice. I don't want to remember him as Yellow Ice, man. It's Free Meal, man. In 1981, Mama gave birth to no water in the ice trays. I remember that. Rest in peace, Meal, man. Dirty fucking Red, man. Antoine Ferg, man. Antoine Ferguson, 40 in the Blunt Crew, man. Dirty Red, man. The battle rapper of the clique, man. He's probably the nigga who was like the most serious about bars, to me, from what I assessed. Him and Shorty Mac, Sharon Jones, my guy, Mr. All White. Now, yeah, man. Shorty Mac, Dirty Red, Unknown Assassins, 40 in the Blunt Crew, along with the Vizzle, rest in peace, and the Mischief. Yeah, man, I remember Dirty Red. I always respected Dirty, man, because I knew that Dirty Red loved the craft. He took it serious, because even with battle rap, I remember him and Ron battled, the most infamous battle. I would say the only time I ever seen Dirty Red lose a battle, and man, I was recording that shit. I wish somebody I knew who had that tape, but yeah, him and Ron battled one time. They both was drunk, but it went from friendly bar for bar shit, round for round, to it was about 7 rounds. About the 7th round, man, Dirty Red was pissed because he knew Ron was keeping up with him, and Ron ended up winning just strictly off the fact that Dirty couldn't keep his composure, man. He was so mad that Ron was keeping up with him that Ron won, man. So because I don't have that on tape to solidify it as, law, I'm going to say that I actually witnessed that. Sorry, Dirty. The story is true. You might not even remember, my nigga, but I remember vividly. I don't know who else was there. And Ron remembers too. So, CP Babe was there. But, yeah, Dirty Red, man. And when Impact was over, Dirty Red used to sell us weed, man. He used to get, man, he had the most, I don't know, because it was because of the, I don't know if Dirty is a Rasta. I can't say that, the Rastafarian. I don't know. But I think that he had the plug on the reg, because my nigga had the reg, boy. And me and CP Babe used to go. We used to get, man, this nigga used to give us like a half for like $10, nigga, a shake. But we used to have to sit there and pick the seeds out for like an hour. But it was $10. It was like a half. So we would get it when we stay at the north side, man. I love Dirty Red, man. I always wanted Dirty Red to enter a real battle rap competition, but the way that Dirty battled, I don't know if he would translate into today's battle rap. I don't know. I can't say that he hasn't been prepared for that, but shout out to my nigga Dirty Red, man. I don't know about y'all, man, but on my block, niggas that like to hear the guns go. Shorty Mac, though, man. My nigga Shorty Mac. Shorty Mac was also Well, Dirty Red was a daddy too at the time, and a husband, I do believe. Shorty Mac was a father to Lil Mac. Used to come around all the time, Lil Mac. And Shorty Mac was also a nigga that took the rapping seriously too. I don't think he battled, but they was like Mobb Deep. That's what we associated them like Mobb Deep. Unknown Assassins was. I mean, when Remo and Bless on the man, listen. Which brings me to my boy Remo Gaji. Remo Gaji. Eric Scott. Is that my name? Yeah, Eric Scott. E-R-I-C-K-E. Eric Scott. Remo Gaji. Yeah, man, Remo Gaji, man, that's my nigga, man. Remo probably is responsible for some of the craziest beats I ever heard in my fucking life, man. Some of the best intros I ever heard in my life, too, man. Remember the Impact? Yeah, man. And the Hey Young World. I'm a Young World mixtape. Yeah, man. Remo was a real good dude. Silent as fuck. I can honestly say I've heard Remo say less than 100 words in my life. Outside of rap. But he was so focused on. I feel like Remo, because Remo was older, of course, older than us. I feel like Remo has seen so much shit in his life that nothing moved him and nothing was going to move him. Like on some when everybody runs to see what's going on, Remo like whatever, and he'd take the opportunity to use the silence to make something, to create something. Probably one of the most underrated producers and rappers in the city. Never stopped working. Never stopped working. But back then, Remo was Remo was quiet as fuck, man. I used to hate it, man. That's what it was about Remo. I used to hate this. I didn't know what it was back then. But the motherfucking frankincense, boy. Remo used to, he used to, what's that shit called? Get the spirits out and shit, you know what I mean? Cleanse the studio before he recorded. He wasn't on all that. So, yeah, man, my nigga Remo, man. Salute to Eric Scott. His brother Nova, man. My bad. Goddamn dabs. But shout out to Remo Gaji, man. There's a couple more members that was around when I was there, but they was around briefly. Or was locked up, like the handler. Like I never met the handler personally in my life. I'm probably the only nigga on Impact that has never met the handler with me and Monk and Dunning. But because I lived there, I used to answer all the calls when he used to call from prison and shit. And like he used to make me. He used to be like, "Hey, play me some beats now." So I used to play him beats I was making and shit, and he used to tell me, I mean, so I was always looking forward to working with the handler, but it never happened. But I always held him in high regard because I knew he was a real street nigga. I knew he was possibly a killer. And yeah, man, he invented something that to this day, if I hear somebody do it, I'm like, you stole it from the handler. That's motherfucking cocking the gun in the motherfucking in the booth, nigga. That was his ad-libs, nigga. Yeah, that shit was beautiful. And shout out to the handler, man. Abba Oba, I think is his name. I know he's of the Oba family. I know the Obas. Shout out to the handler. Shorty B, that's Punkin's little sister. I remember Shorty B being around. I never really worked with Shorty B, or she was there briefly when I first came around. But Shorty B is definitely a integral member of the Impact family, so I'm gonna give Shorty B a shout out. Rest in peace, my nigga Danger, man. I wasn't really around when Danger was around either, man. I've seen Danger, Stanley Roller shit. Rest in peace, my nigga Danger, man. Used to love his beats though, man. Danger had some hot ass beats. Rest in peace, my nigga Smoke too, man. You know, Smoke was around when I first came. Smoke used to come in, make a hot ass fucking beat with some of the best drums I ever heard in my life, and then he'd leave. Like, all right, I did my part. I'm out. Bang. That was Smoke. But I made more of a I gained more of a relationship with Smoke after Impact. Nigga, I used to see Smoke out in the streets. Like, you know what I mean? That's how I used to have to remind Smoke, like, yeah, man, we know each other from Impact, nigga. Like, that's how I know you, nigga, is from Impact, nigga. He be like, oh yeah, I forgot. 'Cause I forgot where Smoke went after Impact, but Smoke was hard, man. Superfly Productions, the whole Superfly Productions. Which brings me to my nigga Rock. Now, Rock was always around, but Rock wasn't around, though. So that's what I'm saying. Like, Rock was never there all the time back when I was at Impact. So before I was there, I'm sure he was more free to do more stuff, because that's when Ron and Rock was made. The Ron and Rock album was before I got to Impact. So, and of course, I've gained more relationship with Rock after Impact. Rock is my brother as of right now. Like today, me and Rock still cool to this day. Like we have a business together. So, shout out to my nigga Rock, man. But rest in peace to Smoke, man. Rest in peace to Danger, man. And rest in peace to Meal, man. Y'all remember Q the Banger? I remember Q came through for a minute. I don't know if everybody remember Q the Banger, but Tight White was around for a little bit when I was there. 1L, Steve. I have great memories with Steve for the short time that I was around Steve. Steve showed me a lot in the production side of the things. I wish I had a Steve beat. 1L, he was a great guy. Steve, 1L, Miller. I wonder if the 1L is Steve Miller, because it's 1L to Miller. Is that good? Great stories about GLT. GL used to always make sure that everybody knew that he was strapped. The infamous Jack Frost. Lil Rick story, which I'm gonna tell at the end, because that's a part of one of the good stories of Impact that I'm sure everybody, because that played an integral role in my life. I remember the story of the Lil Rick Jack Frost situation. GL stood up on the couch in the midst of everything going on, waving the fofo. I don't know this to be true or not. I wasn't in the building at the time, but funny. But shout out to GL, man. GL had the motorcycle and the good cars and shit and the leather. And I remember we drove to Indianapolis, man. Oh, man. Remember that trip, y'all? We had that show in Indianapolis and we had like the 3 or 4 cars and shit. And we was all riding on the road, smoke. Man, we was some stupid niggas. We was doing some dangerous shit, nigga. Some real, like, we thought we was above the law ass nigga. Them was the best times of my life, nigga. But my nigga Young Buck, man, the original Young Buck before fucking G on it, Buck, nigga. It was Buck, nigga. My nigga Buck was a emotional street nigga. Buck used to put his heart on every track, and every time he spoke with meaning. Like I remember this is, I ain't gonna say it's the last time I seen Buck, but I remember I don't know who it was. They got killed. Somebody just got killed like outside on the block. And they used to come to the studio with Buck. This was in the top lot. Yeah, having right around the corner, you could hear the gunshots. Pow, pow, pow. The Buck had came in like not too long after that. And he was crying and shit. And he was like, "Man, make sure you tell your niggas you love them, man." He was looking at me and Monk and Dunny and I mean all us, the Bodie Click niggas, because I think we was like the only niggas there. He was like, "Man, make sure you tell your niggas you love them, man." Yeah, man. Shout out to my nigga Buck. I don't even know if Buck living, man. I hope he is, man. I really don't know. Honorable mentions, man. Remember Priceless, man. I don't know if y'all remember Priceless, but I remember Priceless coming around singing and shit. I remember Priceless coming around, and we used to kick it with Priceless a little bit after Impact. She stayed in Hawaiian Village. Shout out to Priceless. Goddamn children. Who else? Oh, Grease, man. Grease. I know Grease locked up right now. Oh, man. Grease. Grease also was integral in the aspect of hustling that we was doing with the CDs, the selling K's and shit. What ended up being selling K's. Grease showed us how to cook. Oh man, I remember the infamous bar. I'm in the kitchen cooking chickens with the grease. I remember I was in the kitchen cooking with grease. Nigga, I'm telling you, nigga, because we used to be cooking up with grease, nigga. Shout out to Grease, man. Hold your head, my nigga. Hold your head. That's all I'm gonna say. Shout out to Grease, man. I remember last time I seen Grease, man. It wasn't too long before we got locked up. Yeah, man. Them Bay Miller niggas, man. Who else is there, man? I know I'm missing somebody, man. I wasn't around for I got kicked out before Dread October, even though I know Dread October. But I got kicked out before he came around. The Lace, whatever else, Faux Cross, all that. So, I have no stories about them. So, but Impact Entertainment, man, it was like the No Limit of Cincinnati, man. We moved like an army. And we was very serious. And I know me and my niggas, and I can't speak for everybody. Well, yeah, I can. Well, everybody in my clique. But I know for a fact that me personally, at that time, I would have died for that shit, nigga. I mean, that shit. I would have killed and died for Impact at that time in my life. That's a fact. Which brings me to what I'm gonna end this off with, and that's the Jack Frost story. Now, before I do that, I must say that there's so much more I could say about this label. I know I just went on and told stories about the people that was a part of the label and what they meant to me personally and how I seen them and my relationship with them, and maybe a couple stories. But I must reiterate that this record label is responsible for a lot of things that are considered the norm nowadays. The things that Dante Payne had us doing and the adventures that he took us on paved the way for everything that came after that. Because after Impact came Garnett and everything after that. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of people's memories start with Garnett Entertainment. There would be no Garnett Entertainment if it wasn't for no On Impact Entertainment. The blueprint was set. So, as Tay used to say, man, cut us in or cut us out. Or cut it out. Cut us in or cut it out. The infamous Manslaughter 8 cover, man, with the wrecking ball busting through the wall, which is all the other record labels in the city, man. Tay wasn't on no bullshit, man. It was dead serious. And like I said, man, I must reiterate the importance and the legacy that this label left behind, which paved the way for so many other things. The Bodie House, Bodie Records, the Outfitter Records, the whatever the fucks, you know what I mean, which came afterwards. And the people that watched us and learned from us. This is the foundation. So in retrospect, Impact birthed a lot of labels and artists, whether they know it or not. There's a lot of things came from this. But the Jack Frost story. So one day, and I'm gonna tell this from my perspective. I'm in Seven Hills. I'm in Seven Hills with Fat Mac. Shout out to Fat Mac. The mischief in them. Because I was living my life up there. You know what I mean? Being a nigga I'm a West Side nigga, but I'm living in the West End down the way. So I'm basically acting like and personifying a down the way nigga at this point in time. So all the motherfuckers in Seven Hills love me, man. So, and we was eating out there, selling K's and shit. But I'm in Seven Hills, and the only thing I know is I hear get a phone call. And I'm like, what? We on our way. So motherfuckers say, hey, they done hit the studio up. Somebody motherfuckers ran in the studio, smacking niggas up and shit. So we ran down there, niggas was loading up guns, nigga. We get down to the studio, nigga, and I mean, I ain't never seen no shit like this in my life, nigga. It was like everybody was getting ready for war. And Apparently, I don't know if niggas even remember Jack Frost, but Jack Frost. I don't know if Lil Rick was there. I don't know. I don't remember because I wasn't there. But I just know niggas was on the lookout for niggas and shit. Niggas had the burners. Somebody gave me a 22. I don't remember who. But I don't want to tell the host. I really don't, cause I don't want to make people look bad. People that I love. So I'm gonna keep it like this. Niggas ran in the studio, smacked niggas up. I don't remember why. I don't remember why Jack Frost and them ran up in the studio and smacked niggas up. But it was war after that, nigga. We was ready for war. I had a 22 and thank God I ain't had no bullets. Thank God. And I remember one day I was on my way down to the studio and I had said 22 tucked in my shit. And that shit dropped out my motherfucking pants on the floor in the bus. I had to hop off first off. This old lady was looking at me. That shit said, this old lady was looking at me. I was like, I grabbed that motherfucker and said, ding. Hop right off that bus. But the point behind the Jack Frost story is everybody there who was there to witness what happened and people that wasn't there to witness what's happened, everybody was ready for war. That means we all loved that shit and we was all ready to kill and die for that shit. And it was just music, man. I'm glad we all out that mindset now. Those of us who lived to see this day. But with that being said, man, I'm about to close this out. On Impact Entertainment, man, I can't stress enough the importance of the label. I would encourage everybody to do their best to research on Impact Entertainment. Try to find World's CD, The Wake Up, August 5th. August 5th will always be the wake up for me. I can't hear August 5th without thinking of the wake up. My eldest child was born on August 3rd. I swear she was born on August 5th. I was going to try to incorporate something that had to do with the world or the wake up into her name. I mean that from the bottom of my heart. Because August 5th is the wake up, man. But try to find the wake up online. I'm sure it's CDs still floating out there and vinyl on the internet somewhere. I know this for a fact. I've seen a couple bought. I don't know what the last Manslaughter was. I don't know if Manslaughter the album was ever made, but try to find Manslaughter the album or any of the Manslaughters if you can. Ask some OGs about On Impact Entertainment, especially the OGs from down the way. Learn the history, man. Listen to this episode. Hopefully one day we have another Impact reunion. And we can get some of these stories told, man, some of this footage put out, and hopefully somebody can find some of the music because, like I said at the beginning, the thing that makes this hard to solidify is the fact that nothing has been preserved. I think there was one CD book of all the master CDs, and I've heard a million stories about what happened to that. It wasn't Jeff had it, Monk had it, Tay got it. Everybody say everybody else got it. I heard Bless got some shit. I heard Remo got some shit. I got a few things. I got Outfitters 4 or Outfitters 2. The best outfitters. Or was it Outfitters 3? I don't know, but 41.3 Outfitters Radio. Yeah, man. Do your research on this great label, man. On Impact Entertainment, man. It's probably the most important label in the history of the city, man. Whether y'all know it or not. And one day, the documentary will be made. One day, the full story will be told. Not just from my perspective, but from everybody that was there. People that was there longer than me, people that was there before me, people that was there after me. Everything put into one so that the whole story can be told the way it should be told, because the story definitely should be told. I'm going to shout out Tay's recruiting service, because Dante Payne, Mr. Impact, still operates under the On Impact moniker. It's just now On Impact Recruiting Services. You can visit at www.onimpactrecruitingservices.org. It's www.onimpactrecruitingservices.org. If you got a young athlete in the city or in the tri-state area and you try to get them seen, and you try to get them to the league, or you trying to get them NIL deals, holla at my boy Tay, man. Next week, man, I don't know what I'm going to do. I don't know what I'm going to say. But I know I'm going to mean it. So, anyway. So we got one more little surprise. I'm gonna end this off with a song. I think that's how I'm gonna do all my episodes, man. I'm not sure about that, but at least as of right now, I'm gonna end up all my episodes and start them with something. So we're gonna dip back into the history, and because a lot of songs that I got copyright stuff on there, I'm gonna go to an original banger. So it's my nigga World, man, my nigga Pain, man. Ron on the beat. It's a song called Dope Man, man. I hope to see y'all next week, man. This has been the Head of Letters podcast, man. Shout out to everybody on Impact Records, man. I love each and every one of y'all, man. Everybody I name, man, I love y'all, man. I mean it from the bottom of my heart, man. Y'all my family. I miss y'all. We gotta do another motherfucking reunion soon, man. Soon, man. Soon. We done lost niggas since the last one, man. So, I hope to see y'all soon, man. I love y'all. And I'll see y'all next week, man.
Yeah, here's a little story about me. You can watch me crank on any street. Come on. When you see them cops coming through, so I can push that beat and get this fucking crack up out my shoe. Here's a little story about me. You can watch me crank on any street. Yeah. When you see them cops coming through, so I can push that beat and get this fucking crack up out my shoe. I'm the first, I grab the pot and add fire, watch the water bubble. Add a little soda to that gay and watch that money double. I whip the rover up, hey youngin', put them roaches up. I got you joints roll, I call them hoes the double dutch. The first coming, so all the dealers reeing up and things serving things, so all the smokers start coming up. Niggas got problems cause they hate they self. My things stay getting high, they can't save my milk. Crack rock made my nigga pride sell his belt. I had that herb, I don't try to sell it, sell itself. So when you see me out there, don't get mad at me. I still got the clientele I had in 93. The game real fucked up, cause all the rules being broken. Y'all letting everybody in, I should sell tokens. They don't step on my toes, niggas know I'ma smoke them. And I smoke O's of haze that was grew in the ocean. Here's a little story about me. You can watch me crank on any street, when you see them cops coming through, so I can bitch that weed and get this fucking crack up out my shoe. Here's a little story about me, you can watch me crank on any street, when you see them cops coming through, so I can bitch that weed and get this fucking crack up out my shoe. What you know about a boatload coming from Quebec, or a Cuban boss putting rose gold on your neck? I'm that nigga in the hood copping all the texts. Fuck Blaze, I'm finna drop a helicopter on the set. If you ever tryna draw on me, have a pencil, cause that 40 you had you missing like half your dental. The more dough I got, man, I'm good with the honeys. Ain't never saw hood niggas make mafia money. We ain't starving, but still trying to fill my tummy. Gotta connect like I was a sin and Tommy. Now it's time to wrap up the block like Egyptian mummies. My grind like Bumpy and Hullo. I had your son pushing that dope money, got me all in the finest linen. Gucci this, Gucci that, all of this from pitching. Take up on my wrist, 5 clocks, all ticking. White tees, 10 boots, dope boy, pants true. Here's a little story about me. You can watch me crank on any street, when you see them cops coming through, so I can bitch that weed and get this fucking crack up out my shoe. Here's a little story about me. You can watch me crank on any street, when you see them cops coming through, so I can bitch that weed and get this fucking crack up out my shoe.
Grind daddy, hot pops nines for mine daddy, blowing A's with the seats reclined in my caddy. Air Max, Anichi jeans, white tees and fitted hats. The block mine, and when it's no money left, you can get it back. Look, you know where I'm at, nigga, you know what I'm about. Boy, posted up with Richie across the street from the house joint. Mixing, cooking, chicken, finger licking good. Pain head, world with him, bitch was really good. If you try and get me, the gang niggas gon' ride with me. If it's my time to die, then you bitches is down with me. There's a million niggas wishing that bullets would fly and hit me in the face, man. They can't wait till I'm history, cause when I drop, they watch profits decline quickly. I'm the hottest of the hot, and no nigga can now spit me. If you sexy and you want my dick, then get down with me. If you gangsta and you bump my shit, then bounce with me.